The biggest problem would be getting out of your head when it comes to going out and loosening up and having a good time. All right, so I've got some tips, especially I think it'll be good for this room. And this is just in general, okay? It's not just going out to meet girls. This is just feeling comfortable in a space anyway. So the thing is, when I go out, this took years and years of practice because I had a lot of negative self-beliefs because I didn't like the fact that I was an introvert, and I kind of beat myself up about it. So the number one thing is that when I went out, I would try to notice little details. I would do everything I could to stop the thoughts focused on me and look outside. So if you step into a bar, I don't know, you're just looking around, you say, oh, look at these lights. Those are weird lights. Or you just keep it positive too, try and find something nice. There's not really anything nice in here to look at. You guys are nice. Look at this, yeah, I like Luke's hat. So stuff like that. Stay out of your head. Whatever's inside, you don't want to focus on that. And then when you find something that is interesting, I'll give you an example. Last night, okay, I was out taking my photos. I was also talking to girls. There was one girl, this is my favorite target, if you will. She's sitting alone at a bar eating, like she had some kind of wrap and some fries. So I just went up, stood next to her. I said, hey, are those good? That's it. It's that simple. You're not thinking about yourself. You're actually just starting a friendly conversation. And what's funny, with this type of girl who's eating alone at a bar, 9 times out of 10, she'll be like, yeah, it's good. You want to try some? And they get free food, too. So it's like, I ate like half her fries last night. We had a good conversation. But like that's a very simple example. Another example, I'm sure you guys want to hear about this. On Friday night when we went out, I ended up pulling that girl back to the hotel. How many people were at that little party? It seemed there was a lot. Okay, so at that buffet or whatever, there was like 40 of us, 40 guys for a men's convention. I didn't see one other girl until maybe like an hour in. I see the blonde standing at the bar, okay? The only girl surrounded by a bunch of sharks, okay? So I'm like, all right, I need to do something because I kind of wanted to put on a show. I'll tell you the truth, I did. But I just wanted to chat the girl up too. So I went up to her and my approach was, hi, I was like, are you alone? And she's like, yeah, I'm alone. And she looked kind of scared. I was like, this is really weird, isn't it? You're surrounded by all these dudes. Are you part of this convention? She's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Then I told her, but the fact that I went up to her and I didn't say anything self-conscious, didn't ask to buy her a drink, but I made that observation. Completely nothing inside myself. I didn't say anything anxious, but it was just a pure observation of the situation. Girls love that, okay? So stay out of your head, notice things like that, and then make that observation, okay? And that's it. Start the friendly conversation. Don't think about like you're gonna fuck her right then and there. You have to just start the conversation first. All right, so anything else on that? Also, like I said before, keep it positive as possible because girls, again, they want to have fun. The number one rule, keep it positive because they want to have fun. They don't want to talk philosophy. They don't want to talk politics. They don't want anything negative. Keep it fun. Treat them like little kids. All right, and you do that by getting out of your head. All right, so introversion. Like I said, as an advantage, there's a lot of disadvantages. Okay, the anxiety issues that might pop up, might feel trapped in your head all the time. But the very, very good things about it. Number one is you have the ability to observe and focus. Okay, so that's one of my talents for sure is observation. If you ever read my writing or my books or my stories, you'll see that I can paint a very good scene of what's going on because my whole life I've been observing things and kind of detached. Introverts have that advantage for sure. Also, focus goes along with that. So if you are an introvert, you should be very happy that you have the natural ability to focus. All right, for extroverts, as this is an extrovert world, things are built for them. Life is a lot easier for an extrovert. But if you try and teach an extrovert to focus, much, much more difficult. All right, so I work with a lot of artists in New York. And the best ones, I wouldn't say the performance artists, those are the extroverts. But the actual artists who are doing something meaningful, they are all introverts and they all have this extreme ability to focus. So please keep that in mind. And if you have this negative image, like I did for a long time about being an introvert, keep these things in mind. Number two is introspection. Okay, you can actually sit back. It goes along with focusing. You could think about what you did wrong in a situation and then make the steps, have those steps to make it better. Okay, so introspection, another positive for being an introvert. And the third one, this is your inner universe. So if you've heard that term before, we've all got this inner world that is kind of, we're the God of this, our inner world. It's how we see the world, but inside us is what matters. It's come from everywhere. Every book you've read, every person you've talked to has started to build up your inner universe. Introverts, okay, their whole lives, that thing has been building and building because most of it stays inside because they have this it's not easy to express yourself and get that stuff out there. So the inner universe of an introvert is going to be very deep and it's going to be very, very complex. So you should be proud of that. If you are an introvert, you should be very proud of these things and work on ways to get them out. And that's what the presentation about is. It's about self-expression and expressing all these things because you do have it inside you. All right, speaking of the inner universe, people always ask me what's like a couple of keys to doing what I do and being able to express myself. There's not really an answer. I don't have many answers for people because I want everybody to go on their own path. You have to do it yourself. I can give you my guidance and what I've learned on my path, but you're going to have to do it yourself. The one key, though, that I will admit was a key that unlocked a lot of things for me